Here we have Ethereum versus the dollar being requested by Mr. Jack Asserman. He's looking at short, medium-term timeframes. We're kind of going to do a general overview of this, as I suspect that it's going to be relevant to most people on the YouTube lands. But basically, Ethereum, what is it doing over here? Having a nice consolidation around its May breakdown levels, which is a good sign. When you see a consolidation like that, this over a long period of time, which does put in a higher low at the same time as well, which is right here, I do look at this as, a very constructive consolidation, very likely to have a resolution of the upside. Let's go check out momentum also to double check this. And what do you fucking know? Hidden bullish evidence on daily RSI, back above the exponential and into the bullish control zone. On top of that, this whole consolidation was coming on declining volatility. Again, very good for constructive consolidation. Start to see this expand with any sort of a move above the highs of, basically any sort of a move back above like 3360, 3380 or so, whatever the high was of yesterday. I'd be looking for this one to get continuation up to about 3600 or so. Maybe even sets it up for a more long-term move, of which we would need to check in on the 5-day, which had a phenomenal closure yesterday as well. Looks like we did just barely get a bullish engulfing dildo right here. We closed 3324. Last open was actually 3326. Very close to a bullish engulfing. I would say that this one's pretty much close enough in this case. It is pulling, except for all. I'd generally be looking for continuation here, man. Probably up to about, actually the 5-day has much deeper targets, but first target would be $3,600 probably over the next, 5 to 10 days. Looking at 5-day BBWP, we are expanding from this alongside essentially trend continuation on this, what I would consider probably bullish engulfing. If we do go down to the short-term timeframes, as you did ask for, we could come up with some invalidation points for this, of which short-term, that would be 3260. However, I don't think that's the huge one. The huge one would be below about 3220. That's where it starts to invalidate this whole idea and maybe switch around to being a little more bearish on this asset, looking for a deeper retracement down to about $3,000 or maybe even a little bit below $3,000. I don't think that's what's happening right here. This one looks like it's more or less setting up. 4-hour RSI tells a story on this one. 4-hour BBWP, again, contracting this whole way through. That is a good sign on this constructive higher high and higher low rally. Even on the short-term time frame. So I would very likely be looking for this one to continue to the upside. 12-hour looking good as well. And then I want to bring this one up again. It's a very, very big one. The monthly coming in about a week. Again, a lot can happen in a week, obviously, but any sort of a closure this week, any sort of a closure in the monthly above 3,200, I would be looking for a retest of all-time highs in September and very likely new all-time highs maybe later this year after that. Momentum charts, let's see what we got going on over here. I suspect that it is going to be more or less the same. Daily continues with its upside momentum as long as above 3250. 5-day, as long as above 2750. Even the 4-hour will twist back up with any sort of a closure above 3350, and 12-hour does show a 3262 as a magical number right there. So very, very short-term time frames, maybe a bit of an ebb and flow there. Even the hour is actually turning back up right now too. So maybe short-term time frames trade a little bit more sideways here, but I would be looking for an upside resolution probably today or tomorrow, that is, with targets up somewhere around $3,600, probably a short-term pullback from there, and then 5-day essentially suggests a retest of prior all-time highs or around there, just under $4,000, maybe into September, like early to mid-September or so. Hopefully that was helpful, sir. And there you go.